Hey there, history buffs. Today I've got a story that's going to take you back to the grimy, glittering world of the 1870s circus. Forget what you know about the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. This is the tale of a less-known but equally shocking sideshow attraction, the Melty Man. Picture this. It's 1873 and circuses are the rock concerts of their time. They travel from town to town, bringing a mix of wonder, delight and sometimes pure horror. One circus in particular had a main attraction that left audiences both fascinated and disturbed. Enter the Melty Man. The Melty Man was a boy named Jonathan Wells. Born with a rare condition called Osteogenesis Imperfecta, Jonathan's bones were extremely fragile and in many places almost non-existent. His body seemed to melt and contort in ways that defied human anatomy. This made him the perfect candidate for exploitation in the cutthroat world of the circus. Jonathan was discovered by a man named Horace Grimwald, the ringmaster of the Arcanum Spectacle Circus. Grimwald saw dollar signs in Jonathan's condition. He rebranded the boy as the Melty Man and billed him as the boy without bones. People flocked to see this living curiosity, and Grimwald raked in the profits. Life for Jonathan was anything but glamorous. He was kept in a small makeshift tent, more like a cage than a room. His diet was poor and medical care was non-existent. The circus exploited his deformities, using crude devices to contort his body even further for dramatic effect. Each performance was physically agonizing for Jonathan, but the audience remained oblivious, marveling at the spectacle before them. Despite his suffering, Jonathan had a sharp mind and a keen sense of his situation. He knew he was being exploited, but had little choice. The circus provided his only means of survival, however bleak. The promise of escape or a better life was a distant dream. As the years went by, Horace Grimwald's circus thrived, with the Melty Man as its star attraction. Jonathan's story spread, drawing larger crowds and more money. But with the fame came scrutiny. Newspaper reporters and activists began to question the ethics of exploiting someone in such a vulnerable condition. In a twist of fortune, an investigative journalist named Mary Caldwell took a deep interest in Jonathan's plight. She wrote a series of exposés that brought national attention to the cruel treatment of sideshow performers. Public opinion began to shift, and pressure mounted on circuses to change their ways. Eventually, laws were enacted to protect individuals like Jonathan from such exploitation. The Arcanum Spectacle Circus faced severe backlash, and Horace Grimwald faded into obscurity. Jonathan's story became a catalyst for change, shining a light on the dark underbelly of the circus world. Jonathan Wells, the Melty Man, might not have lived an easy life, but his suffering wasn't in vain. His story helped pave the way for more humane treatment of those who, through no fault of their own, found themselves as sideshow attractions. And that, my friends, is a piece of history worth remembering.